Thank you very much for staying with us. Let's settle down for the details of our stories. And commercial activities came to a standstill Monday morning when trotro drivers in Ashaiman and Tema suspended their services over a new license acquisition requirement introduced by the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, the DVLA. They blocked major routes leading to Tema, the end on the Accra-Tema motorway, and most of the passengers had to alight to make way or to, continue their journey by foot. Our reporters have been in and around the capital to bring you this report.
Hundreds of drivers trooped to the Ashaiman lorry terminal and blocked the entrance of the gate to prevent passengers from boarding vehicles to their various destinations. They laid down their tools in protest over DVLA directive to introduce a new license acquisition requirement for all commercial drivers.
If you have not taken any education, they will not issue you a driver's license. Meanwhile, our grandfathers, they were driving without even education. Secondly, the drivers have to put seat belts on their vehicles. For instance, a trotro man, a woman who has bought a trotro from here to Tema, from Ashaiman here to Tema, and has a child about 2 years or 3 years, the child cannot take a seat, and the mother cannot put the child on the tires and put seat belt at the same time.
There was heavy police presence, but reinforcement had to be deployed from the military to ensure sanity. Stranded passengers had to start trekking to various destinations. Others were also locked up in the terminals. Some spoke to the news team.
For me, I'm going to my work site at Medina, and now this when I came here, they said there's no vehicle for me to go. I'm stranded, but all the same, I know before 12 o'clock they will start working, and the law is still there.
To be frank, I'm pregnant and I had to trek on foot from Lebanon to Ashaiman station. I'm tired and frustrated.
By 12 o'clock,
Very disturbing report there, but away from the Tema and Ashaiman area, right here in Achimota in Accra, some commercial drivers were divided clearly on this morning's strike as some passengers were left stranded. Some of the drivers at the Achimota terminal refused to join the strike, saying they were not formally informed of the sit-down strike.
At 6:30 Monday morning, hundreds of passengers stood idle and confused at the Achimota terminal as some commercial drivers refused to work. The chief driver at the Achimota main branch of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, explained to TV3 that they were not part of the strike but could not serve commuters due to blockades by striking commercial drivers at various parts of Accra.
I've talked to the commander that he should talk to. They said there is the police people there, but at the same time, they are still attacking the drivers. So I just talked to the woman before you came in to talk with me. So we are ready to work, but the other rules where they have blocked our drivers not to pass is what makes you see passengers in the station.
I'm strike because the policy they are bringing to the drivers is too much, because it's a long time you have been in this process. The government will say this, the leaders will say this, and tomorrow the burden will come on drivers. Because normally they say police. It's not police fault, because when they implement the law, the police have to work.
Commercial drivers are protesting against policy directives by the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority. They claim the directives are unfair and would be a major hindrance to their business if implemented. The sit-down strike at the moment is indefinite.
So if you're watching us right now, maybe you're able to make your way to work or you returned back to the house, do send us a message about this development, and then we'll certainly let the rest of the world and government get to know how the strike by the commercial drivers had a toll on your day. Staying with this issue, let's cross to the eastern region where our reporter Yvonne Nikwe has been monitoring events there and has joined us on the line. Yvonne, good afternoon and thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, Martin.
Is the situation any different from what's happening here in Accra?
Here in the Eastern Regional Capital for Korea, there's no such strike action by the various driver union groups. They were busy working. Explanation we got from their regional executive was that there's been no formal invitation or formal information for them to go on the strike. On the regional basis, though, they are just kicking against a different locations drivers were supposed to go for their retest of roadworthy certificates. So that's the situation we have here now.
Okay, but have they declared any intention that if they are given the information from Accra, they would then embark on the strike?
From what I gathered, they said that until they get the for official notice, there's no intended strike for them.
All right. We are grateful for your time. Yvonne Nikwe, she is TV3's reporter in the Eastern region, saying that the situation is somewhat different from what we are experiencing here in Accra and the Tema area, where a number of passengers have been stranded because of the intention or the decision by passenger drivers to go on strike or to sit down, because they say that there's some new laws that the DVLA is instituting is going contrary to what they have known in the past. So if you are now joining us, the news is that the drivers say that now when they are going for their driver's license to renew it or to acquire a new one, some requirements are asked and they may not be able to meet those requirements, one of which is that you need to fill in the forms on the computer. Some are saying that they are not computer literate and may not be able to fill those forms. And that they are also told that because of that, they wouldn't be able to renew their licenses, which they say is going to affect their business. That is why they are on strike. But we'll be crossing over to the Ashanti region, where our reporter, William Evans Inkum, earlier today told us that the drivers had also packed their buses. But commercial drivers at Swami Transport Yard, specifically in Kumasi, have declared no vote ahead of the 2016 elections if government allows the DVLA to carry out its new license acquisition requirements. Now, the drivers are speculating that the move is an attempt to increase unemployment in the country. Evans Inkum joins us on the line from the Ashanti region and has given us an update of what's happening there. Hello, Evans. Carry. Seem to be having some technical challenges. So those are live feeds. That's a live feed from the Swami Transport Yard in the Ashanti regional capital of Kumasi, where the drivers have declared a no vote ahead of 2016 if government allows the DVLA to carry out its new license acquisition requirement. And they are saying that it is an attempt on the part of government to increase unemployment in the country. So do visit our various social media platforms and then let us know what you think or how this has affected you, whether it did or not. Do let us know your thoughts on it. It is social media, facebook.com/news on TV3 and then twitter.com/@news on TV3. We are working the lines to get the leader of the Drivers Association here in Accra to speak to us on what they intend to do or how long they intend to embark on this sit-down strike, and then we will get their thoughts on it. Whatever information they have, I'm sure that because you are with us, you'll be able to get first-hand information and get to know what they think of the development. But you can also let us know how it has affected you, and we'll gladly read them. We spoke to our Eastern regional correspondent who says that the situation is quite different there. They have not embarked on any strike action, so they are working. But in the Ashanti region, clearly from the few shots you saw, the drivers have packed their buses and they are even going a step further to say that they are not going to vote, especially for government, if government allows the DVLA to go ahead with this. So when we do get those officials on the line, we will get their perspectives on the developing story.